Hi, I'm Jeff Willinger with Business Marketing Association, and I am here with Maggie Jackson, author of the new book, Distracted. And at today's Business Marketing Association luncheon, Maggie, we talked a lot about, actually it's perfect for me because I'm constantly distracted in the workplace, getting pulled in different directions. And Maggie, give me your opinion on how I could become more undistracted.
Right, that's a great question, huge question. First of all, let me say distraction is great. I mean, you need to step away all the time, but we can't have unbending focus. We're not built that way. You know, our brains can't just, have rigid focus, which is actually something we tried to do in the industrial age. Didn't work. And so now we've gone the other end of the pendulum when we're trying to, multitask and interrupt ourselves all the time. What I think we can do is push it back toward the middle. Draw boundaries yourself around your day. If you're on vacation, do email for an hour in the morning. Use the boundaries of time as well as space and place to try to get that focus. Also, think to yourself, what kind of attention do I need now? You might be at a convention, you might be at a networking opportunity. You need awareness, that sort of opening of your senses. You need to see what's going on in the room. You need to read everybody. On the other hand, you're doing that memo or you want that creative, original content, and you need focus. So set up the place, set up the time, and think about it proactively.
I love that idea, Maggie. Kind of like when you're going to try to start a diet, and instead of going cold turkey, it's okay to have a couple of bites here and there. Just slowly ease into it.
Exactly. And the final form of attention, there's awareness, there's focus, and then there's executive attention. That's a sort of metacognitive planning and analysis. And that can be both in the minute and then in the at the vision of your career. So toggle back and forth between different types of attention. Use them. Speak about attention, and you'll realize that you're, empowering yourself rather than just having it happen. One of the single most corrosive things right now is that we just let it all happen to us. We're reacting. We're not responding. We're not in the driver's seat of our attention. That's important.
Maggie, thank you so much. And that was this month's One Question.